This is Paul. Yeah. Yeah. Now, just so we know, court rules. Yeah. Every document's a forgery. Right now. Now, the court. Yeah. Refuses to acknowledge the enforcement of state law, federal law. Yeah. And its own court rules. Which? Now, I've asked you to remove your fraud. Yeah. You decided you weren't going to do that. You were just going to torture me and my family. Yeah. And then I was going to have you prosecuted for crime. Yeah. Now, I asked a question, what is crime? Right now. Seems that there's an agreement within the county. But, crime is an unlawful act. Yes. Punishable by state or other authority. Yeah. Now, these model penal codes that are requirements of international law, I'm absolutely sure that every one of your court orders was fraudulent. Yeah. They're all forgeries. Yes. They never were issued according to the requirements of state and federal laws. Every one of them. No. I asked you to remove them, and you decided that you're not going to. So now I'm naming myself as a plaintiff. Yeah. And every time that you had a court hearing that violated court rules, both state and county court rules, I'm going to make sure that they get some money. Yeah. So for all of those rich employees, I want you to understand something. You are incapable of managing your courts. No. Just give me the last 20 years of protection orders where you named a respondent. Yeah. Look at every court date. Yeah. And make sure there's proof of service in the file. Yeah. At least 5 judicial days before having a court hearing. Yeah. That should not include the day of service. Yeah. Saturday, Sundays, and holidays. And quite possibly the day of the hearing. Yeah. Now, I know that in your discretion, you said you could do anything you want. I would say that you can't. It's a severe enough fraud that you'll get a lifetime in prison for the refusal to obligate the enforcement of the requirements of the law. Yeah. Now, I know that you didn't serve me in 2015. Yeah. You said that you attempted twice. Yeah. And I thought for sure that Sheriff Bill Benedict did understand who I was. Now, for whatever reason, you called me on my cell phone in 2013. Yeah. You put it in mail and publication. Yeah. And then you yourselves, right now, acted like you didn't know who I was. Compounding. You had an agreement not to report the corruption of the county. Yeah. You had an agreement to not report the wastes of the county. Yeah. You had an agreement to not report each other. Yeah. Now, the expression of crime in England, and Ireland, any felony or the offense of uttering false or counterfeit coin or possessing counterfeiting gold, silver coin, or the offense of obtaining goods or money by false pretenses, or the offense of conspiracy to defraud, misdemeanor under the 58th section, Larceny Act of 1861. Now, since England and that London seems to have the greatest number of surveillance cameras per square mile, could you call the Queen and her MI6 and ask them how it is that they're able to monitor all those surveillance cameras? Now, it could be that somebody has a computer that England has invested in that I'd like to borrow for a few days over here. When you have that many surveillance cameras, and that small of an area, it looks like the Queen really wanted to know all the individuals of the Great Britain. Now, I would have thought that for every time that you added right now, I just want the Queen to understand. I'd like to borrow your supercomputer that is used to monitor every surveillance camera in the nation of England. And for the city of London, I'd like to know the actual identity of every face. Now, I would have thought that the Queen of England would have a supercomputer that was able right now, because I'd like to borrow that and use it in this county right now, because I'd like the Queen to allow me right now, right now, right now, right now.